Hello, you are welcome to this show, Let's Get Real, on Urban, every Sunday at 7 p.m. My name is Joy Kyoguru, and there's always a repeat on Tuesday at 9 a.m. This show highlights different issues that affect our society. I highlight issues or challenges that people are going through, maybe disabilities that some people have, but also trying to highlight the fact that regardless of the challenges these people are facing, they have decided to live above those challenges and live their lives to the best. I'm sure you have been enjoying some of the programs that I've brought, but I've also decided that twice, maybe once a month, I will highlight a prominent personality, somebody in our country that I feel has something that we can learn something from. So today I'm going to have a very special guest on the show, a person that I believe you are going to learn so much from. So stay tuned.
Let's go green, oh. Let's go green, keep it clean, let's keep it clean. Let's go green, oh. Let's go green, keep it clean.
The civil war in northern Uganda continued for more than 2 decades before last year's ceasefire. But as the Lord's Resistance Army and government troops fought each other to a standstill, many Ugandans simply got on with their everyday lives. Angella Katatumba helped change that. Her recently released song and documentary has become the anthem of hope for conflict that is now hopefully on the road to resolution. Our Nick Valencia spoke to her in Kampala.
This is for you, Guru, to let you know we care and pray for you, Guru.
You're listening to the anthem that helped wake up a nation. Angella Katatumba's song, For You, Gulu, and the documentary that accompanied it has generated awareness and much-needed aid for Uganda's war-ravaged northern district of Gulu, a mere 3-hour drive from the Ugandan capital where she was raised.
We always grew up hearing there was fighting in the north, but we never knew it was that serious. When I went on the internet, I was shocked to see people's heads being chopped off and boiled, and ears and noses being chopped off. It was overwhelming. So that instant, I wrote the song For You, Gulu.
Katatumba became involved with Gulu through a Canadian NGO working on a fundraising initiative called the Gulu Walk. Overnight, she went from musician to humanitarian. In the process, she has helped raise over $4 million in aid for the devastated community. The last 21 years in Gulu have been filled with violent clashes between government forces and Uganda's main rebel group, the Lord's Resistance Army. At least 2 million people in the region are still displaced.
My role is more like to encourage people, to let the people in the north know that there is hope. There is somebody from the west of Uganda who could actually help us in the north of Uganda.
The 27-year-old Katatumba says she inherited her passion for helping people from her father, Bonnie H. Katatumba, Uganda's honorary consul of Pakistan.
He always says to me, you know what, Angie, as a musician, you can even die tomorrow because at least you've left something, something positive. You've left your music, that's positive. You have left, your Gulu initiative is positive. It's impacted some people's lives. So at least if I did die, I know that it's little, but I have done a little to build my country's progression.
The war in Gulu seems to have stopped for now, but Katatumba's work is far from over. She has booked international events to showcase her documentary and raise even more money for peace in the region. And with her angelic voice, Angella Katatumba makes certain the people of Gulu will never be forgotten.
And as we see and realize your situation in our eyes, we dedicate our time to you, to bringing back the joy you've lost. We walk in hopes and visualize a time will come when you arise to a better day in every way, to bringing back the joy you've lost. This is for you, Guru, to let you know we care and pray for you, Guru. The time has come for us.
On the set today, I have a very special guest. she's not only a musician but a diva in her own right. She's also a business lady. Angella Katatumba, you are welcome to this program.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes.
Yeah, that introduction wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. In which way?
It was so. I was looking forward to meeting this diva.
Aren't you a diva?
In my own right, like you
In
said.
your own right, yes, you are. So you are welcome,
Thank you.
Angella. And I know you're very talented. I've known you for a long time.
Thank you.
So, Angella, can you begin by telling us a bit about your childhood? How you grew up? Who are your parents?
My parents are Boni Katatumba, the Honorable Consul of Pakistan in Uganda, and Gertrude Katatumba, the proprietor of AFK Beauty Clinic Kabalagala. And I grew up in Uganda. I went to the Katatumba Academy. I remember when I would come for holidays, I would follow you around. You're calling me a diva, but I learned all that from you.
Okay.
Joy and another cousin of mine called Carol. You know Carol Mukivi? I would follow you around like there's no tomorrow. So that was my childhood in Uganda. Then I'd go back to Mbara, to school. And then even when I went to high school in Canada, every time I'd come back from Canada, Joy, where is Joy? Where is Joy? I think you know we come a long way.
Yeah, right.
And you're my
So
inspiration,
which means I know a lot about Angella.
you know everything.
Everything.
You know too much.
So today everything is coming out.
Yes. Yeah, so that's my childhood. Then I went to high school in Canada. Would come back for holidays, spend them with you. Then I went to the university in England, and then I went to start working in Chicago. So in a nutshell, that's been my life.
Right. So when did you start pursuing your musical career?
Well, music career, I started when I was young. Since I was 6 years old, my mom knew always I wanted to sing. But their whole plea to me was, please, if you can just finish your education, we are begging you, just finish your education, then you will do anything.
Right.
So I did exactly that. Finished my university, did all that.
What
and
did you
then
do? What did you exactly do?
In university, I went to Oxford Brookes University in England. Then I got a law degree, an economics degree, and a master's degree in international management. And I finished by 19. I literally just finished. And you know, I used to be very, very heavy.
Yes, I remember.
So that's why I said God works
There
in
are so
mysterious
many
ways.
people who have no clue.
People have no idea.
How
you
big
remember?
you are. Yeah.
So real, was that the age to start playing around with boys? No. That was the age to just focus on my books.
Which was good, maybe.
It was perfect. I think God has perfect planning, because I finished by 19. All my friends would be in the discos. Me, I'd be in my books. I'm like, where am I taking this size?
This big size.
So I finished with all my honors degrees. Then when I finished 19, then that's when I moved to Chicago to start working, to start implementing my degrees and all that.
Right. I know your parents have been great role models for you. I mean, you've always talked about them. Just tell us a bit about them and how they have shaped you and made you the person that you are today.
You're absolutely right by saying my parents are my role models. You know, people say, who are your role models? And to me, I don't have to look far. Those two, Bonnie and Gertrude, I have no words. You know, my dad has been so supportive, so encouraging. So when it comes to your talent, he hasn't blocked me, you know. And my mom has always been on the more of the disciplinarian. You know, with my dad, I think we'd have been very wild kids, very wild and spoiled. But my mom was brought us back down to earth, brought in that culture, make sure you're honest, you're down to earth. And then both of them are very, very giving people. Like, they started the first free school in Mbara, Katatumba Free School. So that's where I learned that giving nature, give back if you have something. So they started Katatumba Free School for about 800 people, orphaned for free. It's still there in Mbara.
You know, I went there.
To Katatumba Free School, not academy.
No, remember I think I visited. Remember when I came to? Yes, I did.
So you saw it, the free one.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So seeing that culture in them, is what instilled in me a lot of these values that I have.
Yeah.
To me, I just look up to them.
And you have siblings?
I have 7 brothers, and I have a sister. I have a sister and an older sister in Chicago. And actually, no, she moved from Chicago to Atlanta, Georgia. She's called Katshabe, Rosemary. So yeah, but mainly she's much older than me. So for me, I mainly grew up with these boys on ground. So my upbringing, as you know, tomboy, putting me in a skirt or a dress, it's for fighting.
And you're a twin, aren't you?
I'm a twin to Angella Katatumba. There's another businessman in town. Obama's restaurant, you've heard of it,
Right,
eh?
yeah.
So that's my twin. So yeah, so I have that male-dominated environment that I grew up in.
So what are you doing with yourself right now?
So now, the usual, I'm running Hotel Diplomat, which my father made me managing director of.
Right.
Of course, pushing my music, being a musician, which is my passion. Then I'm running my NGO, the Angella Katatumba Development Foundation. Under these NGOs, there's so far 2 projects. One, the For You Gulu project, and 2, the Let's Go Green project, where I was commissioned. I was appointed by the British Council as the International Climate Change Icon in Uganda in 2010.
But how did that happen?
Funangi, you know, the funny thing is, I've been so charity-driven in my music that people thought, what kind of musician is this who's so focused on charity, you know? But I felt like I needed to make a foundation for myself, you know? Not just to be a singer, 2-3 months your song is a hit and then you disappear into thin air. I wanted a foundation, and I felt that, thank God with my parents' guidance, I ended up into this charity. So this For You Gulu project is what kind of like molded me, and I got so involved in it and doing so much in it. So as I was doing my For You Gulu project, which thank God became a huge success, the British Council happened to be watching. You know, and that's what I keep telling a lot of people, like when I'm talking to the youth and all that. You can be an artist, yes, but remember that there are people watching you. So even how you dress, how you move.
Yeah, make sure you do quality music. Yeah.
Make sure you do quality things. Make sure you think of yourself as a role model. Right. It's very easy for me also to go on stage naked. It's not hard, you know.
But why don't you?
But exactly because I've chosen not to. Because I know that there's a bigger picture out there. I want to be a role model of the kids. I want endorsements, and that's where the real money is in the music industry.
When you say endorsement, just can you break it down, because I'm sure many people don't understand exactly what you're saying.
Endorsement is when people like the British Council will follow you up and say, Angela, we've been watching you ABCD. Can you be the face of our brand? You know, like Pepsi saying, Angella Katatumba want you to be the face of Pepsi. Or like abroad, we're not there yet, but like abroad, you have like Eva Longoria and Beyonce are the faces of L'Oreal. The contracts are $20 million a year. Of course, we're nowhere near that.
No, we're not really.
But as artists, artists, that should be the goal. So that's my goal. And to have such a goal, for them to endorse you, they look at the whole package. They look at what does she do, how does she carry herself, what's her message, how does she package her music, does she give quality, does she, you know, they look at so many things. So I'm lucky that the British Council followed up my For You Gulu project and then asked me to be the climate change icon in Uganda for British Council. So to me, that so far has been my greatest
How long have you
success.
been in the music? How long have you been doing this music career? For how many years?
It's now 5 years now. I started in 2005, then officially 2006. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 years now.
I believe there's a lot of pressure in this whole music career, a lot of competition, a lot of beef. How have you managed to deal with all that?
I've managed to deal with all that by being focused, number 1, being strategic, number 2, and staying away from it. You know, the good thing, one of the values my parents taught me, especially my dad, he always says, in life you have to run your race. I just, on your mark, get set, go. Don't look left, don't look right. In the music industry, you're looking left, you're saying, hey, oh my God, this other musician has now released a song. Oh, it's in this language. Oh my God. Then you get off your track. You start trying to compete with her. People are passing. Others are passing you in the race. You just have to be focused to run your race. If somebody trips you down, like the beefers, just get up. Don't beef back, because as you're beefing back, others are passing you. Just get up, run your race. And that's how I've managed like that. I know so many have tried that beef. They've tried it on me, but for me, I think they've even given up, because for me it's like beefing with the wall. I just will not respond. I just have total maximum respect for all my fellow artists, and when they try that, I just say no comment. You know, I have no problem with ABC.
When we come back, we're going to talk to her about her relationships, some of the guys she's gone out with. We'll be right back.